Hi everyone, Gianni DePoci here with you with TheoTRADE, and today is the 26th of November 2024, and we're seeing typical holiday tape right now. Stocks are spinning near their all-time highs. We did see the Dow Jones futures and cash rally to a new all-time high yesterday. The S&P cash market did make a new all-time high. Futures are pressing up here. As you can see, we're coming up off a higher low with respect to the trend, which is bullish. Now we need to make a new all-time high in order to reinforce the trend in favor of the bulls. But by my calculations, an upswing to the $6,200 to $6,300 level in the S&P is not that far-fetched. And if we can make it through this week without a meaningful reversal back lower, I think that we could be going into the first or second week of December with the S&P hitting new all-time highs. Now, remember that this is a seasonally very bullish period of the year. It's not just that people like to spend money shopping for the holidays. Turns out people like to buy stocks as well. So November, particularly December, are often some of the strongest months in the year for the stock market, with the exception of April. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Nasdaq. You do see the Nasdaq slightly down. Well, I should say it's up, but it's up less than the S&P. That is okay for now, but I'm a bit more concerned with what's happening in the semiconductor sector. Been talking about this for a couple of weeks now. It remains a serious issue. This sector that has a tendency to lead. Okay, a lot of these big tech names, all these names that are involved with artificial intelligence, they need semiconductor stocks or just chips in general. And we need those semiconductor stocks to do well. And so when you see a name like NVIDIA retesting former resistance turn support here, you can see this resistance zone in this, 138, 140 area. You are kind of parked in that level right now, and you're trying to complete a higher low. And if successful, it would reinforce the bull trend, still have that bullish position in NVIDIA, but we do need to see this support zone hold before the trend can continue again to the upside. So, I do see some nice setups in the big tech space, especially with Apple. I think especially if Apple closes above 236.48, that's kind of my line in the sand. If we close above that, I would be looking out above for a $30 to $40 move at least in Apple. I think it could be a really nice opportunity for a breakout style trade to take that on. Apple is looking very strong. I am also very pleased with how Amazon responded to its retest of former resistance turn support, and in the process completed a higher low and reinforced the uptrend. Okay, we also are seeing some improvements in the tape for Microsoft, also coming up off a higher low. And if we can close this gap here in Microsoft, you can see how there's no trading, intraday trading basically since you had this gap down on the 30th of October. So really between 429 and 432, there is a bit of space there that I'm looking to be filled in Microsoft. Even Google's trying to come up off a higher low. So if you look across the Magnificent Seven landscape, I'm seeing good things by and large. Tesla is still flagging within its bull flag formation. Going to be covering that in more detail in tomorrow's live session at TheoTRADE. This is bullish price action, guys. Tesla is in a new bull market, making higher highs and higher lows. I still have a back up the Cybertruck position on this one. And even our position in Netflix, we came within a couple bucks of hitting our upside target at 920. The high was at 908. So I'm looking for this one to reverse back higher so we can capture gains on that trade. But I still think the story is good here on Netflix. I am still keeping a close watch on what's happening in bonds. We had a really nice pop higher in the bond market on Monday. And you know that I've been a fan of this disinflationary scenario where bonds can see a strong rally higher and crude oil could be on the cusp, on the precipice, on the verge of a major collapse lower. I'm looking for a $20 move lower, at least in crude oil. I think that could be setting the stage for a return of inflation next year. What does that mean? Well, if crude oil prices collapse going into 2025, well, on that rebound, you're going to start to see energy prices come back. And so that's going to put some inflationary pressures on the inflation data that we report. And so I wouldn't be surprised if inflation made a comeback next year, but near term, I'm looking for a big drop in crude prices. You take a look at precious metal, gold, and silver seeing a modest rebound today as we are moving from a lot of the December contracts right now. We're in the contract roll season, if you will, in a lot of futures markets and into March. Gold, we are looking at February, but definitely looking at March in the futures market for silver. And we're trying to make a higher low, so not a bad set up there. You take a look at crypto, finally seeing some selling. I'm seeing people talk about how the bubble has popped in crypto. We pretty much doubled in the span of 2 months. So I think we're allowed to sell for a couple days, right? It's pretty normal price action, if you ask me. Ethereum seeing a little bit more selling on a percentage basis, but I think there's a lot more value in Ethereum. I think Ethereum's at least 50% undervalued. In fact, I would like to see Ethereum make a new high for the year, meaning above 41.38 in the futures market before the end of December. So I like what's happening there. You're still seeing a lot of selling in a lot of these crypto names. MicroStrategy taking it on the chin today, as well as Core Scientific. Okay, but that's not the worst thing to happen after the impressive runs higher. I do still like what's happening in the nuclear space, nano-nuclear energy coming back down from its high. We did capture profits on NuScale Power on a rally to 29 last week. And you did make a slightly higher high, but you're now lower from where we captured gains on this stock for a solid 56% profit. We also booked profits recently in SoFi, the financial name, on the rally to 16. You're back below that now. We booked 59% profits on that. And, we've seen a lot of nice moves in tech names like Toast, captured profits on a rally to 41 on this name. And also in Paymentus, which continues to make new highs, up another 1.5% after we captured profits on the rally to 36.50 on this name. So there's no shortage of setups in this market. In fact, I covered a few with members today. I'll share one in Upwork. I like what's happening on this one. If you zoom out of this name, I especially like how we broke above the highs from last year, and you are basically testing the highs now from September of 2022. So I think we have all but confirmed a new bull trend is in effect. I got a target of 23 on this name. It's looking pretty strong. And, the market, what I'm seeing is an expansion of breadth, especially in the tech sector. A lot of tech names, from what I'm seeing, are starting brand new bull markets. And it's not just in tech, a lot of retail names, Victoria's Secret. We have a position in this one, hanging out near its highest. We have a target of 45. It's starting to move up from its base. Expedia Group, that's hanging out near its highs. And even Carnival Cruises, Carnival Corporation, that just hit a new high today. We have a target of 28 on that. That's not that far. So I like what's happening in the consumer discretionary space. I like how consumer staples has lost ground to consumer discretionary during the course of this year. And all in all, the dollar is looking pretty good. You are seeing some selling in the dollar against the Japanese yen. I don't think that's going to last much longer. It is kind of spinning its wheels against the euro here. But, even with the threat of tariffs, I don't think that the dollar strength is going to stop going into next year. You might get a couple weeks of selling in the dollar, kind of just a pause in its rally. But, even if tariffs are imposed, I think, global capital, remember, we're not putting tariffs on money. We're just putting tariffs on goods. We're still going to see a lot of incentives to own dollar-denominated assets. And as long as we get corporate tax cuts, individual tax cuts, I don't think it's going to lead to that big of a difference for the consumer. It'll probably have an effect of leveling out equally. So, tariffs aren't the end of the world. I understand the need for, goods to move efficiently between countries, especially, if one country specializes in goods and the production of a certain good over another. I get that. But fair trade practices need to be enforced as well. So I don't think tariffs are the end of the world, but it is probably going to have somewhat of an inflationary effect on the economy. So definitely something to keep an eye on. But I did want to share with you about this Black Friday special that we have here at TheoTRADE. I mentioned how we had 50 of these credits a couple of weeks ago, but we did sell all of those. But I was able to hassle Don. I said, Don, give me 10 more credits because these sold like hotcakes. So for a limited time, up until Monday, there still are some Gianni DePoce TheoTRADE credits available for purchase at $1,000 each, but I had to really bother Don to get an extra 10. The original 50 sold out. They were really hot, especially with names in AI timing webs breaking out left and right. But this special for Black Friday allows you to turn $1 into 2 and apply your $2,000 credit to any of my masterminds or trade alert services. I will be doing a special mini masterclass next week on the 4th of December at 2 p.m. Eastern. So if you buy one of these credits and apply it to AI timing webs, you will be able to join that masterclass. It is a first come, first serve. We did sell out of the 50, like I said, but there are an additional 10. Call our support team for details, 623-244-5657, and use code word Gianni. It will also allow you to enter into a giveaway for a Falcon F10 trading laptop. There are 3 chances to win. So give Alan a call. Tell him that Gianni sent you, 623-244-5657. So just to wrap it up, in terms of what I'm seeing in this market, I think money is going to continue flowing into the U.S. We are still seeing strength in the communication sector. I like what I'm seeing on that front. And the top performing sector year to date is still utilities. A lot of that has to do with artificial intelligence and nuclear. You know, we've played that move very nicely. I don't think it's over quite yet. And I think a lot of the selling that we're seeing in crypto is exaggerated near term. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But, you know, after almost doubling in a couple of months, a little bit of selling is normal. We're looking for a higher low and then eventually a continuation of the uptrend. So that's all for now, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the TheoTRADE chat room, and have a happy Thanksgiving.